welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be doing my makeup routine, which I've been doing since being on Roaccutane, which is a really strong acne treatment. So I'm just starting with my avocado pear nourishing night cream from Antipodes, which I absolutely love, and I love the brand as well. So I get a small amount in my hand and smother it together, and I just pat it all over my face. So the great thing with Antipodes, which I've said in my favourites video, is that it is a organic brand, and they also have a vegan strand of the brand as well. And they do a lot of things, from masks to moisturizers to serums to oils. So they're a really great brand, and they're not too expensive. Plus, on Look Fantastic and Feel Unique, they do a lot of offers all the time, or if you buy 2 products you get 1 for free. So always love a bargain like that. So I'm just going to go on to my eye cream now, which is the kiwi seed oil. So what I do is I try not to get too much product, but I get it onto my finger and I just emulsify it a little bit, so just smear it around, and then I pop it onto my eyes just to spread it about, and then I pat the product into the skin, as this will allow it to travel down to the lower layers of your skin, and that's what's going to help bring up the collagen and moisturise your skin. So I'm going to leave that for about 5 minutes, and I've just sped that up so it can all set in. And I've damped my black beauty blender, which does need a clean if I'm honest, with my Revlon Lasting 25 Hours foundation in the colour 100 Beige. And I really like this foundation. It's not too thick or it's not too thin, but it's a nice medium coverage, and I'm mixing it with my Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation, which is really too dark for me, but hey ho, I really like the effect that it gives on my skin. Makes it look nice and airbrushed along with the damp beauty blender. But I am going to get it in my shade once I get paid. As you know, being a student, you're always broke, but always wanting peach at the same time, which really sucks. So hey ho, so I'm just mixing that together. So I'm trying to make it as even as possible, but as you can see, it didn't really work out very well. But hey ho, life's not perfect, but you just get on with it. So I just pat that onto my skin in little dots all around. Make sure you get up in those little areas up there. And then what I'll do is I'll just pat that all in, but I'll speed that up because that can be a little bit boring. So just pat it in, not too hard. And yeah, so that's that part. So now we're going to use my collection sheer loose powder, and it's a translucent powder, just to set the foundation to give it a more matte effect, and also it helps to keep the makeup on all day long, no matter how windy it is, which is great. And the thing is with the Estee Lauder, it does give you a sticky feel, and I really don't like that. And plus it just helps with putting on products on top. So I just pat that into the skin, so I'll speed that up. And then also a tip is to feel your face. So if it's still sticky, then you just need to apply a bit more. Never brush it on, always pat it in, because this is going to give you the long lasting effect of it lasting all day long, which is, you know, that's what we want. You know, translucent powder. So now my base is done, I'm going to go on to my brows. So I'm just using the Sleek, which in the colour dark, and I don't use the wax as it makes it sticky and thick and I don't like it, so I just use the powder. Obviously everyone's different. Where I use the translucent powder, it helps the product to stick, so I'm just going to look in my little mirror. And for some reason when I do my eyebrows, I can never seem to do them right if I look in a big mirror, so I'm looking at my oval face. So a tip is, if you want to get a good zoom in on your brows, then use the little mirror inside so you can concentrate on the shape that you like. So a little tip that I used to do before was to frown. It gives me the arched shape which I'm looking for, but I don't really pluck my brows, which ain't all that great. Being on Roaccutane, it does affect your skin massively, so when you do pluck your brows, it stays red literally for like 2 hours, so that sucks. Just patting a bit of foundation, then popping a bit of powder on afterwards, as I don't want it to be sticky there, especially when I put my bronzer on afterwards, otherwise it'll go really orange there, or really dark. So the other side I'm just going to speed up, as otherwise it'll be here all bloody day. And who has the time for that? I'm currently voicing over and it's 11:05. Really sorry for my neighbours. So now I'm going on to my bronzer and I use the Benefit Hoola. I've used this since I was really young and I do love it. And I used a little kabuki brush, no, what's it called? I don't know, a contour brush inside, and I just do the hollows of my cheeks on either side. Like so, I don't do it too much. I don't like it to be like really crazy. And then because I've got a fat forehead, I've got a 5-finger forehead nearly. If you don't know what that means, it means I can fit nearly 5 fingers on my forehead, and that's not good. So I like to give it a little bit of a contour there. Gives the illusion of your forehead being smaller, especially when you've got your hair up. And then to get rid of that lovely extra chin I've got, which I am grateful for, but at the same time I'm not. I contour that too, so it gives the illusion of it not being there when really it is. And the thing is, I want you guys to know I am wearing a high neck turtleneck jumper afterwards, which is why I'm not bringing the product all the way down. Which is why I can get away with the darker foundation colour as well. So if you are going to be wearing a shorter or a v-neck, then I do suggest wear a foundation which is more to your colour or drag the product down even more. So I'm just putting the bronzer on all over, blending it all in nicely so I don't have any really harsh lines, as that's not really the look I'm going for today. So yeah, just blend that all in, blend. The key to a flawless face is to blend like crazy. Now I'm just going onto my neck and trying to blend it as much as possible. Where I haven't exfoliated, it comes out a bit patchy, so I do need to give that a good scrub later on. And then I'm just going into the hollows in my cheeks again, just to finish that little bit off. And then going on to my Stila eyeshadow, what I'm using as that highlighter in the shade Kitten. And I put it just above the contour lines in your cheek to give it a little bit of a glow. I use the side of my brush and then I just swipe the product on. If you want a more dramatic look, then use more product and push the product in. Whereas at this time of year I don't really like too much highlight. I prefer it in the summer for a more dewy look. Then I just pop it on my nose as I like it there. And that's it for the highlighter. Now I'm just going on to my eyeshadow. And this is my Stila Soul palette, which I love, but it's broken to pieces, but luckily it's not the colours I use anyway. So I'm going to be using this flat fluffy brush from the Real Techniques Bold collection and using that nude white colour. Although it looks very white, it's not. It's just a nice natural colour which I'm using to spread over the base, so that when I go on to my highlight, like the shimmer colour and the dark, it all comes out nice and even. So I'm just going to do that on both sides and then get my lovely Stila, which you all know I love. And I put that on my tear ducts. I'm just going to zoom in for you guys so you can see a little bit better. So I use that in my tear ducts and to the centre of my eye, as what this does is it opens your eye. So if you're like me, it looks like you've got big eyes, but you don't actually. You put it in your tear ducts and then to the centre of the eye. It doesn't look too shimmery at the moment, but it is in the right light. And you also put it under your brow. Under your brooch. The arch of your eyebrow, as that will give it a little bit more lift. So yeah, that's for the highlight and the shimmer. I get really excited when it comes to that. And then I'm going to get my pointed crease Bold Techniques brush and use the brown colour. And what I do is I go into the hollows of the eyes, as this is going to open your eyes. And what I tend to do is, because that bit under my eyebrow, that bit of skin, is a little bit saggy for some reason, which really annoys me, but oh well, can't all be perfect, can we? So I just pop that in, and to make it look like it's not as saggy, you bring it up a little bit more and it pushes the eye back, and then the highlight will bring that part of your eye forward. So it creates an open and wide-eyed look, which is always great if that's the look you're going for. nothing too dramatic. People probably think I've got a really dramatic day look, but since having acne is just what I'm comfortable with, and I just feel weird not having that on my eyes now every day. So I am going to do a whole acne video in a couple of weeks as soon as I finish my tablets finally. But yeah, that'll be to wait for. And then I'm going to go on to my mascara, which is my Autograph Never Ending Lashes, which unfortunately I think is now discontinued. So I bulk bought them when they were discontinued, so I've got like 4 of them. But they're just so nice. They give that nice long lash effect with a little bit of thickness, but not too much, as I don't like too much of a clumpy eye. Look a bit like tarantula legs and full on spiders on your eyes, eh? So, just having a sip of tea as you do, because you know, I am British and all. But yeah, just popping that in. So I tend to wiggle it and flick up, and then sometimes I bring it a little bit down to push the eyelashes forward. Just like so, so you can see the difference between one and the other. And then just go on to the others and repeat as following. I'm just going to speed this bit up as doing exactly the same, and then I'll do my bottom lashes as well. And now I'm going to go on to lip liner. So I did leave it in my bag, so I'm just going to pop over there and get it. Naughty me, thinking I've got everything in front of me, but I didn't. So sorry about that. Just going in my handbag. And I'll be using Lola, which is from M&S. Fortunately, this colour is discontinued. And it's called Cinnamon, and it's such a lovely dark nude colour, and I bloody love it. The dupe for that is Bobbi Brown's Nude, which I have as well, but it just needs sharpening. I need to find my sharpener somewhere. So I don't overline my bottom lip, as that is big enough already, but I do slightly overdraw my top lip, only by the arch, the tiniest bit. It gives it that more plump look without having the need to get fillers and whatnot. It does make you feel better about yourself when you've got a plumper top lip. Then I'm just using my Carmex, which I bloody swear by. Being on Roaccutane makes your lips so dry, like no joke. If I don't apply this every 20 minutes, I could peel off my lips. It's bloody awful. But yeah, that's today's makeup look done. It's been really exciting to film a voiceover. I've never done it before, so I know my voice is well annoying, but I just thought I would try it out. So let me know if you do like videos like this, or if you prefer me talking live. I'm just going to do a little zoom in. You can see I've got eczema around my nose and a bit of mascara there, and that I need to pluck my bloody eyebrows. But yeah, I'm really happy with how my skin's looking, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Bye.